official weigh-in as we get set for HBO World Championship Boxing tomorrow inside the theater at Madison Square Garden right here in New York City. It is all being brought to you by Main Events and Crusher Promotions, along with their great sponsors, Menoff Vodka and Leon.ru. A few details regarding tickets. They start at $50 and are still available through Ticketmaster and the Madison Square Garden box office, or you can watch it live on HBO World Championship Boxing beginning at 10 p.m. Eastern and Pacific Time. We are going to begin the weigh-in process of our participants competing in a 10-round super featherweight contest, and it is being brought to you by Golden Boy Promotions in association with Peltz Boxing. We will first welcome to the scale. He hails from Camden, New Jersey. His professional record consists of 20 wins, 2 defeats, 4 draws, with 15 of his 20 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Jason El Canito Sosa. And also weighing in, we will welcome to the stage area a former Olympic gold medalist, now as a professional, 27 wins, just 2 defeats, 17 come by way of knockout, fighting out of Miami by way of Cuba. He is the former unified featherweight champion of the world, Yuriorkis, El Ciclón de Guantánamo, Gamboa.
This way. Okay.
131.2 for Sosa. $130.6 for Gamboa.
Do a pose on the scale.
They didn't hear you. Say it again.
It's too late anyway.
Make sure Jolene.
Jolene, get us a pose in front of Solo, each one of them. All right, thanks. Gamboa now.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night
No,
in
right.
a 10-round
the
super
tape is.
featherweight contest.
Where the tape is in front of the scale. It's unbelievable.
Our next two combatants to weigh in will be competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 10-round light heavyweight contest. And we will welcome to the scale first from Santo Domingo in la República Dominicana. His professional record, 15 wins, just 1 defeat. 13 of his 15 wins by knockout. Let's welcome Felix Mangu Valera.
Vámonos, Valera. Ese nombre es historia en este país.
And we are also going to welcome now to the scale area a native of Cuba, now making his home in Miami, Florida. 20 wins, just 1 defeat. 14 wins by way of knockout. Let's welcome Sullivan Barrera.
Like when they're in the ring. Yeah.
Vámonos, Valera, que esta es tu oportunidad y tu suerte, que Dios te la mandó.
174.2 for Valera.
Vámonos, tú eres el mejor. Vámonos, Magú. $174.8.
174.8 for Valera.
Vamos a comerlo con yuca mañana.
That one's open, that's mine.
Con yuca nos comemos mañana, tranquilo. Con cebollita por arriba.
Cebolla roja.
Villa Agrícola City. Vámonos. Somos de Villa. Dale, dale, Magú. Dijo miedo. ¿Quién dijo miedo? Nadie.
And I heat up the water in
Take
an
your
ice
time,
way.
Barrera.
Socks.
They got past a rule about it.
They need a shot clock.
Once again, these two competing in a 10-round light heavyweight contest. Tomorrow night, brought to you by Main Events in association with Xuan Boxing Promotions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we are going to welcome to the stage area our main event participants. They will be competing tomorrow in a 12-round contest, and it will be for the vacant WBO Light Heavyweight World Championship, the vacant IBA Light Heavyweight Championship, and the vacant Eurasian Boxing Parliament Light Heavyweight Championship. Let's welcome first, from Zhytomyr, Ukraine. He brings a record of 19 wins, just one defeat. 16 of his 19 wins come by way of knockout. Here is Vyacheslav Lionheart Chingonski Shabranskyy. And now we will welcome to the stage area from Chelyabinsk, Russia. His professional record, 30 wins, just 2 defeats, 1 draw. 26 of his 30 wins come by way of knockout. He is the former unified light heavyweight champion of the world, Sergey Crusher Kovalev. And first to step on the scale, Vyacheslav Lionheart Chingonski Shabranskyy. $174.8 for Shabranskyy. And now to the scale, here is Sergey Crusher Kovalev. 174 for Kovalev. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night, live on HBO World Championship Boxing, 12-round schedule for the vacant WBO, vacant IBA, and vacant Eurasian Boxing Parliament Light Heavyweight Championships.
Is that the Eurasian guy that jumped in the back?
Next to the scale will be two gentlemen competing in a 10-round contest, and it will be for the vacant IBA Super Welterweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the scale area, coming to us from Antioquia, Colombia. His professional record, 16 wins, 5 defeats, 1 draw. 15 of his 16 wins come by way of knockout. Here is Carlos El Guerrero Galvan. And we will now welcome to the scale area from Grozny, Russia. Undefeated with 10 wins, 8 come by way of knockout. Let's welcome Bahram Murtazaliyev. First on the scale, Carlos El Guerrero Galvan. $151.8 for Galvan. And now we welcome to the scale his opponent, Bahram Murtazaliyev. $153.8 for Murtazaliyev. Once again, these two competing tomorrow night in a 10-round contest for the vacant IBA Super Welterweight Championship. Our next two fighters to the scale area competing tomorrow in a 8-round super welterweight contest. Let's first welcome from the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. His professional record, 15 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, 8 wins by knockout. Let's welcome Jaime, the Truth Herrera. And now we also welcome to the scale area from Brooklyn, New York. His professional record, 17 wins, just 2 defeats, 2 draws, 11 wins come by way of knockout. He is the Brooklyn Rocky, Frank Notorious Galarza. First to the scale, Jaime the Truth Herrera. $153.2 for Herrera. Now to the scale, the Brooklyn Rocky, Frank Notorious Galarza. 153 pounds for Galarza. Once again, these two competing tomorrow night in a 8-round super welterweight contest.
Lunchtime, boy. Time to eat. Time to eat. On the grill.
Our next two fighters competing in a 6-round middleweight contest tomorrow night. And we will first welcome to the scale area from Atlanta, Georgia. Undefeated with 7 wins, 6 come by way of knockout. Let's welcome Eric Drago Moon. And we'll also now welcome to the scale area from Astana, Kazakhstan. Undefeated with 4 wins, 3 come by way of knockout. Here is Merim Sultan Nursultanov. Okay. First, we welcome to the scale, Eric Drago Moon. 162.2 for Moon. Now we welcome to the scale his opponent, Merim Sultan Nursultanov. 161.6 for Nursultanov. Once again, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 6-round middleweight contest. Our two next fighters will be competing tomorrow night in a 6-round middleweight contest that is brought to you by Main Events and Zagarino Promotions. We will welcome first to the scale area from Sao Paulo, Brazil. His professional record, 7 wins, just 2 defeats. 5 of his 7 wins come by way of knockout. Let's welcome Alex Sandro Duarte. And we also welcome to the scale area from New York. Undefeated with 7 wins, 6 come by way of knockout. Let's welcome Sugar LaShawn Rodriguez. First on the scale, Alex Sandro Duarte. 154.4 for Duarte. And now on to the scale, Sugar LaShawn Rodriguez. $156.6 for Rodriguez.
You know, we're shooting this live.
Once again, these two competing tomorrow night in a 6-round middleweight contest. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow night in a 6-round welterweight contest. We will first welcome to the scale area from La Romana in La República Dominicana. His professional record, 13 wins, 2 defeats, 8 wins by way of knockout, Jose Antonio Abreu. And we'll also welcome at this time to the scale area from Zubidi, Georgia. Undefeated with 6 wins, 3 come by way of knockout. Let's welcome Enrico Guldan Gogohia. Let's first welcome onto the scale, Jose Antonio Abreu. 148.2 for Abreu. Next to the scale, Enrico Guldan Gogohia. 148.8 for Gogohia.
Hello? Who is this? Okay, I'm in the middle of a weigh-in, man. Can't you tell? Hello? Did you hear what I said? I'm in the middle of a weigh-in.
Once again, these two competing tomorrow night in a 6-round welterweight contest. Our next two fighters to the scale area, competing tomorrow in a 4-round super welterweight contest. First, let's welcome, coming to us from Salt Lake City, Utah. He has 4 professional bouts to his credit. Here is Race Short Notice Sawyer. And we will also welcome to the scale area from Bronx, New York. He makes his professional debut tomorrow night, Ismael Villarreal.
Let's go eat. Where are they? Let's go get some lechuga. Beans.
First onto the scale, Race Short Notice Sawyer. 155.6 for Sawyer. Next, we welcome onto the scale, tomorrow night making his pro debut, Ismael Villarreal. 154.2 for Villarreal. Once again, these two competing tomorrow night in a 4-round super welterweight contest.
Closer. Right on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the weigh-in process. A great ticket still available starting at $50. And you can purchase them through Ticketmaster and the Madison Square Garden box office. Or you can watch it live on HBO World Championship Boxing beginning at 10 p.m. Eastern and Pacific time. On behalf of Main Events and Crusher Promotions, we thank you for attending today's weigh-in, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night at the theater at Madison Square Garden right here in New York City.